Okay, here we are again. Our bathroom medley video was so popular that I wanted to put another one together with kitchens that we've remodeled. I'm standing in the kitchen that we showed you a while ago. It's called the Smoker House. And this will be one of the kitchens in this medley of videos. And so we're going to have probably 4 or 5 kitchens, maybe a little bit more. We're going to cut out all the in between stuff and show you what it looked like before and what it looked like after, so you can get as many kitchens viewed as you can. We love doing kitchens because every one that we do is such a transformation from what it was. And I have so much fun designing them and figuring out the best layout and how to get more use of space and more storage, and also to make it look dynamite. And also with lighting, pay attention to the lighting in these kitchens, what it looked like in the beginning of the video and what it looked like at the end, because lighting is kind of my thing. I love a nice, light, bright kitchen. So enjoy the next 60 minutes as you get to peruse through a whole bunch of absolutely stunning kitchens. Grab some popcorn and your favorite drink and sit down and relax and enjoy. Here we are ready to start another kitchen remodel. And this one's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun to show you what we're going to do in this kitchen. But first, we always have to name our houses. And so the name we've come up with for this house is the Smoker House. And not cigarette smoking, but cooking smoking. And I want to show you why. If you look out this window right here, over there to that trailer, that's a custom built smoker that he built. He does smoking competitions, and he's also a certified judge for smoking. And then he also, if you look back here, he's got all these different types of barbecues and stuff that he does as well. So they're way into meat and smoking. So that's why we're calling it the Smoker House. So this kitchen, we're totally remodeling this kitchen. All the appliances are new, so we're going to take those out and put them in the garage and keep them protected. This one they're going to sell because we're going from a range to a cooktop and a double oven. And so we're going to redo the whole kitchen. This island right here peninsula is coming out in place of an island that we're going to put in here. And also, if you notice kind of how dark it is in here, this is their lighting. Their lighting's terrible in here. And I was asking when I first got here, I said, are there any other lights? He says, no, this is as good as it gets. We're going to be putting in lots of can lights, and so we're going to be making it a lot brighter in here. The pantry here, you see this, this built-in pantry. It's kind of a cool door. It says pantry on it. But we're going to tear it all out and put a built-in cabinet here. And you can see right here, it's all built up on the floor because if you look closely, there's an angle right there, and that's for the headroom going down to the basement on the stairs. So, but we're going to try and take advantage of as much of this space as we can. So we're tearing all this out. We're doing a built-in cabinet. It'll be able to be a lot more organized. We'll have drawers in it and some shelves, and it'll all match the cabinets, so it'll look really sharp. If you look down here at the floor, you can see we have an old maple floor here that almost looks like it's never been refinished. And we were thinking about putting the new laminate floor on top of it, but we've decided because of the change we're making to the peninsula to an island, from a peninsula to an island, and we're also going to be tearing a wall out, and I'll show you that in a second, that it just wasn't going to work very well to try and put the new laminate on top. Plus, it'll give us a chance to get rid of all the squeaks in the floor if we get rid of the laminate or the hardwood. So we're going to be tearing out this hardwood and replacing it. It almost kind of looks like they've picked out their laminate. This is what they're planning on doing. And again, this is that AquaGuard material. It has this nice little rubber footing on it. It's 100% waterproof and pretty much indestructible from a scratch standpoint because, like they have a big dog. I have a dog that gets the zoomies and he starts running around and then he starts sliding for 5 feet on the floor. And if I had this kind of a floor, I'd have scratches all over my floor. But you don't get that with this AquaGuard product. Also, we're going to be tearing out this handrail and replacing it with a wrought iron handrail that'll have horizontal balusters or rods on it. And then also, this wall right here is coming out. from here to the stairway, this wall comes out. It's not a bearing wall. This home is framed with trusses, and so it is bearing on the two exterior walls, no bearing in the middle. So there's no bearing walls in the middle of this house. This post that you see right here that goes up to the ceiling, that was just to stabilize the wall so it doesn't wobble. So we're gonna take it out and get rid of it, and then this will make this a nice big open room. So I'm excited to show this to you. We'll do some progress videos. I got guys outside waiting to get started on the demo. They're gonna carry the couches out for us and stuff like that, but I'll show you what it looks like after we get everything all demoed, and then we'll go from there. I look forward to showing this to you. Also, one other thing I want to make sure you know is that if you watch this video to the end, it will tell you how much this project cost and what the original price was and what the final price was and how long it took. And I do that because there are so many horror stories out there of people hiring a contractor to do a job, and then it winds up costing them thousands of dollars more than what they originally agreed to. We don't do that here at King Construction. We give you a firm price, and the only way the price changes is if you change it, by adding stuff or spending less than what was allotted on an allowance or more. Or sometimes, the city might make an adjustment, make us do an adjustment that we weren't anticipating. But other than that, usually you'll find the price difference between the original price and the final price to be pretty close. Thanks for watching. I'll show you what it looks like when we get all tore apart. Okay, so we're all done with this project, and it turned out amazing. It's so awesome. Look at how light and bright it is in here compared to the first pre-demo video that we did and how dark it was. This is amazing. Kitchen turned out beautiful. These are white painted shaker cabinets. And remember, there used to be a peninsula that came across right here, and we decided to do an island. And it's not an island that you can sit at, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we only have so much room to work with. We got to make sure we have plenty of walkway. And so we did an island without an overhang on one side to sit at. And then if you'll notice, the island is a different material. This is white oak. It's beautiful. I love white oak. This is a natural white oak finish. So we've seen that a lot where we do two-tone in the kitchens, where we will have some stained gray cabinets as well as the paint gray cabinets. And then the pantry that we did, remember there used to be a pantry right here, and we took the pantry out and installed a cabinet that has all these nice shelves on it and then all the drawers in it as well. So it's a lot more efficient storage than what they had before. And then the flooring turned out really nice. This is AquaGuard, and the style of this floor is called Tawny Oak, T-A-W-N-E-Y, Tawny Oak. And it has a lot of different widths in it as well as lengths. And so it's very unique in the AquaGuard lineup of floors. And so it looks really good. So there's a lot more variation to it. Remember, we took that wall out right here that used to come all the way over to here. So now they have this open space, and you can see how much nicer it is. It's so much nicer. It's so nice and open. We added this railing. This is a wrought iron railing, and it has horizontal balusters, and we're doing that a lot lately. It's a really cool look. And then I was one day looking at this wall with my clients, and I'm like, we should probably do an accent wall right here. And so I drew this up for them, and they loved it, and we did it, and it looks great. And so we did this board and batten on here, and then we painted it all a different color, and it turned out really nice. The other thing we did is down the hallway here, we replaced all the door slabs in the house. And so if you look down here, all these doors are new. And then we did new trim. A lot of times what happens is when you change from carpet to laminate, your casing's not long enough, and you wind up with a little gap of about that much between the bottom of the casing and the floor. So usually, if you're replacing your laminate floors, you have to also put new casing on. And so we wound up recasing all the doors. This is a Craftsman style casing with the header above it, and these are Craftsman style door with the 5 panels on it. And so we did that all the way down this hallway, and it turned out really nice as well. So we appreciate you taking time to watch us transform this main floor in this kitchen from drab and dreary to beautiful and bright and light that it is today. Thanks again for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button down below. And then also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Please subscribe and hit the little bell button, and that way we can notify you each time we post a new video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Remodeling the kitchen. This is the first of several projects that we're going to be doing here, but here's the kitchen. Now you may have noticed we're going to have colored cabinets in here. She is trying to decide on which color of blue she wants to do, and I think she's decided to go with the darker blue. Some of the cabinets will be white, but I think the island and a couple other things will be this navy blue color. You can see over here too. She's kind of playing around with handles and handle colors. But if you look at this island, this is one of those kind of odd shaped islands. I don't know why they did that. I don't know if they're trying to save granite or what, but we're going to do a nice big rectangular island here. And then you see up here above these cabinets, they have, this is called a soffit. And again, I don't know why they do this. This is crazy to do this. It's to save cabinets or to not have dust space above the cabinets. I'm not sure, but we're going to take all the soffits out that you can see all the way around here, and the cabinets will go all the way to the ceiling. Over here, they've got a new microwave, and guess what microwave they got? My skinny microwave that I really like. But we're actually going to go with a drawer style microwave in the island on this one, and then we'll have a nice decorative wood hood go above the cooktop. Now, another thing that's interesting is if you look at this double oven setup here, I have never seen this before. It's pretty weird. They've got the double ovens here, but then instead of the cabinet going all the way up and being a pantry cabinet, they stopped it right here. I guess because of the soffit that they did or something, I don't know, but it's really strange the way it's done. Over here, there's a built-in pantry that that's really hard to keep straight. And actually, if you get a little bit closer over here, you can see that inside the pantry is a flue, or the chase for the flue from the furnace that's in the basement. And so we're going to tear this pantry out. And when we get done with the cabinets, we're actually going to have the cabinets go all the way across. And there'll be a cabinet right here that's flush with all the others, but it just won't be as deep. So you won't realize that that flue is there, and she'll just put canned goods and spices and stuff there. So anyways, we're excited to get this kitchen started. We'll be doing all new backsplash. We're working on the lighting. This thing goes away right here. She doesn't like that. And timing wise, it's about a 60-day project or so, maybe a little over 60 days. Price wise, this kitchen's going to run about 45 to 47,000. I think our bid is just under 47,000 right now, and that includes everything, demo and all the way to finish and ready to move all the plates and dishes and silverware back in. So we're all finished with the golf house. I'll step aside. This kitchen turned out absolutely amazing. A lot of it is, it's our quality and our craftsmanship and all that stuff. but also it's a homeowner, and they're choosing their styles and picture or colors and stuff like that. And I think that this customer has done a really wonderful job. And you know, some people are brave and are willing to do some color. It's just turned out so beautifully. Let me point out a few things in this kitchen that I think are really cool. So this fixture is a General Electric cafe fixture or appliance, and I have never seen one like this before, with the white knob or the white oven and then the gold knobs, and it is just gorgeous. It's a gas cooktop, and then it has two electric ovens. So it's a double oven as well. I love these smaller ovens like this. This oven right here will preheat in less than 5 minutes. And so it's so awesome. Then I want to show you the dishwasher. The dishwasher is in the same style. And so it's white with this gold handle. And then let me show you the fridge. Oh wait, we don't have a fridge. With everything going on, the last few kitchens I finished, we've been waiting for appliances. And this is going to be a white fridge that matches the oven. How cool is that going to be? When we get it in, we'll snap a picture and post it on our Instagram. A few other things. We did a pot filler here. So this will virtually reach almost anywhere on the stove top. And you can fill a pot here instead of having to fill it at the sink and carry it over. And then these tiles that she picked, let's get a close-up of these tiles. You can see they're all different. There's glass tiles, several different styles of glass tiles, and then there's some other ceramic tiles. Some of them are kind of a matte finish, and some of them are shiny, but it turned out really nice. This has a hood insert in it, so we can get the really cool hood, but still have the draft, and we vented it to the outside. And then I saved one of the best for last. Of course, I think that oven was the best, but this is the microwave. We put it in the island because she wanted a decorative hood. We didn't want to take up counter space. So this is a drawer style microwave. So there's your controls. And to open it, you just push this button right here, and it comes out, and you can set your stuff down in, and then you push the button, and it goes back in. So you don't have to get down on your hands and knees to see what's going on or anything like that. And then you can just push the control thing away. Also, there's going to be garbage cans go right here, 2 garbage cans, regular and recycling. But again, they're on back order. So I love the gold accents. You see the gold tinted handles and the fixtures, even the pendant lights that she got are gold. But also, check out the farm sink. Look how big and wide this sink is. How awesome it will be to do cookie sheets and stuff in. And we even have a gold color flange for the garbage disposal with a gold stopper. So we're real happy with the way this kitchen turned out. Homeowner absolutely loves it. This right here is a charcuterie board, and I made it. I made it so that the blue matches the cabinets, and so it's really nice for like serving cheeses and fruits and stuff like that. And I made it specifically for this customer to match her cabinets. And so I usually try to do something for all of my customers when I've done something that I've made in my little shop. Anyways, this project was done within the time frame that we started, and she was very thorough in what she wanted and how she wanted things done. And so there were literally no ads or changes to this project. There's a few things that she bought and paid for, like she bought the plumbing fixtures, and I don't ever include appliances in my budget. This is the golf kitchen. I hope you've enjoyed watching this project come to fruition. We sure had fun doing it. And we'll see you on the next video. Oh, first, wait, remember, hit the like button, would you please? Let us know you liked what you saw. And then if you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel, and then hit the little bell so that we can notify you whenever we post a new video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. starting a new demo today. This is a kitchen remodel, and or basically it's a main floor remodel. And as you know, we name each of our houses so that we can give each video a name without identifying the homeowner or the property or the address or anything like that. And I was trying to figure out a name for this one until I looked out this window and saw there's a hummingbird feeder out here. So this is going to be the hummingbird house. And so we're totally redoing this kitchen. We're going to take out this light box up here. We're adding a whole bunch of can lights. Our signature is to really lighten up space. So we're going to add a bunch of can lights. Over here, you see there's a pantry right here. We're going to get rid of this. And so this will be a wall of cabinets with a refrigerator. There's actually going to be an appliance garage right here for a place to put mixers and stuff like that. Here in this pantry has an angled wall on it. We're actually going to have the wall square off the wall and put the door right here. So we get a little more room in the pantry, and we get a little more wall space right here, because right here is their temporary coffee center, and we're going to actually have a built-in coffee center right here. And so this floor is maple, and we're going to refinish this floor, but we're also going to add to it. So here in the entry, area, we're going to be refinishing this floor, but you have the formal living room area here, and that's all going to be new maple hardwood floor. And over in the formal dining room is going to be new maple hardwood floor. For the stairway here, we're taking all the carpet off and putting new carpet on, but we're also going to put tread caps on, or wood down both sides against the wall, and then we're replacing all the railing here as well. So that's part of what we'll be doing in this remodel. So we're excited to bring this project to you and show you how we transform this kitchen into an amazing, beautiful, bright new kitchen. Finally completed this project, and it is beautiful. The hummingbird house turned out amazing, and I can't wait to show it to you. First off, here's the new railings that we did. We did new railings up there, and then we added this skirt, and we added these what we call tread caps and risers up both sides. The Sanders are kind of taking up that space now, so I guess you kind of know what time of year we finished this project. But all new carpet and all new railing on that stairway. And then you remember that this entry area here was hardwood, but over here was all carpet. So you can see we added all the new hardwood. This is maple. It's number 2 maple because it has a lot of variation in it. If it was number 1 maple, it would all be the same color. But this looks great. And we did the dining room as well. Added all new carpet there. And my hardwood floor guy just did a really nice job on this. So now, do you want to see the kitchen? Are you excited to see this kitchen? Let me take you. Follow me into the kitchen. It's so great to not do a white kitchen. This kitchen is cherry, and it's beautiful. This is a natural finish on the cherry, and it has cherry naturally has some knots and stuff in it, and I think it just turned out gorgeous. Remember, this is where the pantry was, and so look what you get. Instead of a walk-in pantry, you get these beautiful cabinets. And let me show you that inside we did some fun stuff. Like in this one has one of those vacuum sealers in it. So it's a vacuum sealer station. We put lighting in there. This one right here is the coffee station. And again, we've got lighting in here and had everything set up size-wise so it would fit with their the products that they use. And then you have all the drawers and storage underneath, and everything's the self-closed doors and drawers. On the end of this island, we put some open bookshelves for all the cookbooks and stuff. And, you know, we always typically deal with the issue of if we don't do the microwave over the cooktop and we want to do a decorative hood, like this one is a really nice hood, what do we do with the microwave? And in this case, they make microwave drawers. And so this microwave has a concealed control panel, and it tilts out so you're looking at it at an angle while you're standing there instead of it being straight on. And then you can just push to open, And then you put your stuff in here from the top instead of having to get down and put it in this way. The one thing you give up with a drawer style microwave is the turntable. And so, but worth it. Everybody loves these microwaves that we put in. So, also, I wanted to show you over here, we put in this beautiful cooktop, and it's 36 inches, and it's really a nice cooktop. And then, of course, you put a matching brand exhaust fan in. And then also, I wanted to show you this drawer right here. It's really cool. So this is a drawer for like all your cutlery and stuff like that. But check this out. It's got a double drawer in it. And so you put all the other stuff in there, and then it's self-closing too, all the way. And then another really cool feature in this kitchen is the spice racks. Check that out. How cool is that? And there's one on the other side too. There's one here as well. So right where you need them, all your spices. So this kitchen turned out amazing. Again, we refinished this floor, and we had to do a little fixing because there used to be a closet, another pantry over here that we had to get rid of. And then, of course, we had to do a bunch of fixing over there as well. And then in the family room, we didn't do very much in the family room, but we did add all the can lighting, and we replaced their ceiling fan, and then we painted all the walls except for the burgundy wall back there. That was already that way. Another thing, remember we talked about the crown molding problem that we had, and so we had to change. We weren't planning on doing the alder crown all the way around in here, but we wound up doing that. The biggest problem was we had a little problem getting everything to match up right here, but we did as best as we could, and I think it turned out pretty nice. And over here as well, we had to kind of match up and go from the alder to the painted crown because it's all over in the family room. But my heck, this project turned out so wonderful. Look at these pendant lights. And then the oven. I need to talk to you about the oven. Yeah, I need to show you about the oven. This is a double oven that we put in. It's the same brand as the stove and the exhaust fan, but it's really a cool oven because oh, this is cool too. Look at that. When you pull the handle down, it rotates with your hand. How cool is that? Who thought of that? What a great idea. See how this rotates? So when you're pulling the oven down, the handle rotates instead of your hand rotating on the handle. One of the things that's cool about this oven is it's a misting or a steam oven. And so you can cook with steam instead of, heat. And most steam ovens have a reservoir that you have to fill up. This one has its own supply of water. We had to run a water line to the oven. First time in my career I'd ever had to run a water line to the oven. And so I think that's pretty cool. Also, this oven it's super high quality. And part of the way you can tell is how heavy it was. It's really well built. My guys were huffing and puffing to install this oven. In fact, we even had to get a hand truck that has a platform on it that you can raise up when you pump it, and it raises it up so we can get it at the right height, hook up the water and the power, and then slide it in. So it's pretty cool. And so it's a great oven. I can't wait to have her tell me how she likes it. Then also we put in a pot filler over here. So this is for filling up your pots and not having to carry them from here over to the sink. And it has two shutoffs. It has a shutoff here and one here, so you don't have to reach over stuff to shut it off. And it'll reach anywhere on the stove. Also, if you notice this button right here, you might be wondering what that was for. This, when you have a situation like this and a garbage disposal, where are you going to put the switch? You don't want to put the switch down low where kids can reach to it. And I've seen so many homes where the switch was inside. You had to open the door and flip the switch right there. So this is what we call an air switch. And so it's the reason they use it as an air switch is so that you're not touching electrical stuff, so that you can't get shocked. And all you have to do is push on this, and there's a tube underneath it that clicks a switch in a box and turns the garbage disposal on. Let me turn the water on for a second. I'll show you. And then turns off, you just push it again. So if you're ever in a situation where you're doing an island or somewhere where you don't have room to a wall to do a switch for the garbage disposal, that's your solution. So folks, thanks for watching our video. We appreciate you taking time to watch us transform this kitchen from what it was to the most amazing kitchen that it is today. And we loved working with the customers. We had a few issues we had to deal with. One was the size of this island and the walk-in pantry. There was a choke point right here, and so we had to deal with that, and that's why we got rid of the pantry. Another issue we had was the hardwood flooring. We had covered most of it, but not all of it, and somehow the part that didn't get covered had the dust had stuck to it or something. So we had to refinish the whole floor to get it done. But otherwise, it just is an amazing project. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw and enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. And then also, we would love to have you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And then if you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, then we can notify you every time we post a new video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Starting a new project. This is a kitchen, kind of a kitchen, living room, main floor remodel. We're going to call it the Bear House because they have bears everywhere in this house. Couple of things I want to tell you is to make sure that you watch this video all the way to the end, because at the end of this video we'll tell you how long this project took, we'll tell you what the original price was and what the final price was. So if you want to know what the cost of this remodel is, watch the video to the end, and then you'll find out how much we spent on this remodel to help you gauge what you might want to spend on your next remodel. So this is, like I said, this is a kitchen main floor remodel. We're standing in the living room right now, which is right off the front door. And I want to have you come over here and take a look at this. This is lava rock. And in the 70s, it was really popular to put this rock on the outside of houses as well as around fireplaces and stuff. And it's really gaudy and ugly. And my guys are going to have so much fun tearing it down. But we're going to tear it all down, and then we're going to bump this out and do a little chase area, and we're going to cover it with shiplap, and that's going to have an electric fireplace in it. We're not doing a wood burning fireplace. We're going to do a nice linear electric fireplace here, and then we'll do in cabinets on both sides to and the TV. I believe we're doing the TV above the fireplace as well, and so it's going to be really cool. Also, to open this up, this wall right here, the kitchen's on the other side of that wall, and so we're going to open up this wall. We're going to have two openings that are about 5.5 feet wide from the living room into the kitchen to really open things up. You can see we have this old dated carpet in here. We're redoing all the flooring out of laminate. So we're going to do the AquaGuard laminate, and we're going to replace the railing. We're still going to do it the wrought iron railing, but it'll be a different style. And we're adding lots of lighting. Like this living room that we were standing in doesn't have any lighting in it. And so all they got is lamps. So we're going to fix that. We're going to add lighting down this hallway. Down this hallway we'll be replacing all of the, see, that's all the light that there is. We're going to fix that. But we'll replace all the baseboards and the casings on all the doors, and of course the flooring. Let me take you into the kitchen. Okay, so here's the kitchen. You move into the kitchen here, and you can see this, it's really old and dated. You see all this mess that's here, that's not normally there. They're in the process of moving all their stuff out of the kitchen so we can demo everything. We're coming in a few days to demo the kitchen. You can see above the cabinets, we have this, what we call a soffit, and was typical of the 70s to do that soffit. This is not a 2-story home, it's a rambler. There's no reason to do that, like for ductwork or heating or anything like that. So we're going to tear it all out so the new cabinets will go all the way to the ceiling. We're going to change this peninsula to an island. It'll have an island hood vent that'll hang down from the ceiling. And that's it that'll be above the island. We won't have these cupboards here. We're going to take this wall right here to the right of the fridge. We're going to take it off. And so we can pick up some space because there's 4 inches here. So we're going to take this off so we can pick up that extra 4 inches of space inside some cabinets. And we're still going to have double ovens. They'll be in a little bit different place. And it's going to be really fun to watch this kitchen transform. Now over here is where the 2 new openings are going to be. So the openings will be right in this area right here, and there'll be enough room to move this china cabinet over against that wall. And then there's a sliding glass door out back. We're replacing that, and all new appliances, and then all new flooring. The whole main floor, main area is going to be all laminate. And so I'm excited to show this to you. It turned out amazing. Compared to what this was, you will be amazed by what we have to show you. So let's start with the kitchen. So we've got the island. Remember, there used to be a peninsula, now it's an island. And this island has a lot going on with it, right? We've got the island hood, and it's got lights on it. Let's see if I can figure this out. There's the lights right there. And it's got a fan on it. It's pretty awesome. And then the cooktop, this is a GE profile cooktop, and there's no knobs. You have to like just push on the button. I don't even know how to do it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. And then you can run your hand around to decide what temperature you want it. So there's a power button right here. We talked about a lot of times when we try to do a decorative hood or something, we do a drawer style microwave. So this is a GE profile also, and it's a drawer style microwave. It just opens up. You put your stuff down in. You don't have to get down on your hands and knees. And then you can either push it or push the button to close it. They're awesome. Then we have our double ovens and our fridge. And we decided to take the cabinets all the way across right here. She wanted a little desk, so she has a little desk. And they still have plenty of room for a dining table in here. So lots and lots of storage space. And of course, this is a bar, so you can have probably three stools comfortably, maybe even 4 at the bar right here. And then over here, this used to be a sliding glass door, and we replaced it with this double French door. And you can see it has what we call the integrated blinds. So on this side, I have the blinds down to show you. And over here, they're stacked up. And so it's just really easy to move them up and down. And then you can open them and close them however you want to, or push it down to open it. How cool is that? No, no blinds or curtains or anything getting in the way while you're trying to go in and out of the door. You may have seen a video we did not too long ago about how to open up a bearing wall. Well, this is it, finished, all opened up. So now we can walk straight into the family room. Used to be more of a living room, but now it's off the kitchen. I would call it a family room. And so we did this amazing entertainment center over here. And I turned the fireplace on for you. It's an electric fireplace. It puts out heat. We actually had the heat going for a couple minutes because we're in the middle of the summer and it's really hot during the day. So we didn't leave it on for very long, but it does it easily will heat up this room. We had this glue lamp beam up here and we painted it a dark gray color. And I'll show you another spot that we put that dark gray color in a second. But look at those shelves. Isn't that cool? Those nice thick shelves. And this wood is white oak. It is my favorite. I love the white oak. And then our homeowner is very into Christmas decorations and doing all kinds of Christmas decorations in the summertime, or excuse me, at Christmas time. And so that's kind of what this is all about. She'll have Christmas decorations on all these shelves during Christmas time. So we put an outlet on each shelf because she has like little villages she puts in that are lit. And then check this out. We put LED strip lighting in. How cool is that? So great for mood lighting. You know, if you're watching TV, you don't want a lot of light. And plus we put them on a dimmer so you can dim them down if you want to. Pretty cool. Um, so this room turned out great. We redid the trim around all the windows. So all the windows in the main area of the house, we redid the trim, and we put the little header above it. And then you can look down here on the floor. Here and over here, we have some outlet covers on the floor because they have a couch. They'll come this way, a love seat, and a couch going that way that plug in. Have you seen those where they have like recliners in them and little lights in the cup holders and stuff like that? That's what they have. So these plugs, we put them in a place where they would be under the couch so they can plug their furniture in without cords going over to a wall or something like that. So pretty cool because at my house, we have a recliner that plugs in, but it wasn't planned. And so we have to kind of run the cord from the recliner under the couch over to the wall. So this way we don't have any cords hanging out. Now we replaced the front door, and then we did an accent wall or a feature wall around the stairway. And that's why it's a different color. And you see we added all the board and batten look as well. Now you probably are noticing, where's the handrail? Where's the railing? Well, my railing guys are like super busy. And so I ordered it the second the flooring guys got this all done. And that was a few weeks ago. And so we're still waiting. The inspector gave us our final inspection today because I told him we had it ordered. So right now, so let's do this. Here's a picture of the railing after it gets installed. Um, and then if you look down the hallway here, this hallway is a lot lighter and brighter than it used to be. We did all the flooring down there and replaced all the baseboard and all the casing and trim around the doors. We got rid of a swamp cooler diffuser that was on the ceiling too. And so this is nice, light, bright hallway. So I hope you really like what you saw us do here. This is a pretty amazing transformation of this whole main areas of the main floor. We really appreciate you watching us do this amazing transformation. And remember, we call this the Bear House because they have the little bear statues outside. But the customers were great to work with. We had a lot of fun doing this project, and we got it done a month early. And remember to keep watching after I stop talking because you'll be able to find out what the cost of this remodel project was, what the original price was, and also what the final price was, because they did add a few things. So it'll be a little bit more, typically a little bit more of a spread between what the original price was and what the final price was. But it wasn't because of us, it was because they decided to do some things that we didn't have intended. Like, for example, we added lighting to their garage, or we will be. We didn't do it yet because they got to move their stuff in so we can get in there and work, but we're adding a bunch of lighting. The switch for the garage was in a really weird place, and so we put that out in the garage too. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video because we've had fun doing this project. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. And then also, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to our channel because we do all of our projects, we do videos on them. Right now, we have almost over 80 videos on our YouTube channel. So there's all kinds of different types of projects that you can go watch and check out. And then hit the little bell button. And that way, every time we do post a new video, we can let you know. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Hi there, welcome. We're starting a new project. This one we're going to call the Old English House because they have an Old English uh, puppy dog. But this was a real challenge for me from a design standpoint because of the location of the stairs. And so it really kind of restricted me from trying to expand their kitchen and make it a lot nicer. So this is, I'm standing in the entry right now, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually get rid of this coat closet right here that you see, and then the railing, we're going to redo all the railing, all new railing, and then the railing will go over that way. So it'll open things up a lot. Plus, we're also getting rid of these two walls right here as well, because this entry is really kind of cramped and closed in. So we're going to get rid of this wall and that coat closet, and it'll really open things up. In the family room here, we're rearranging things in here. All of this is coming out, and then we're going to actually shift the fireplace over a little bit and do an electric fireplace. This is just a wood burning fireplace, so we're just going to abandon that, and then we're going to do an electric fireplace, kind of shift it over a little bit so we can get cabinets on both sides, an entertainment center area on both sides, and they're going to do an electric fireplace. I seem to be doing a lot more electric fireplaces these days. And this house is also old enough that the lighting is really weird. You know, like in big rooms like this, they didn't put lights in, they put plugs on switches so you could put lamps on them. So we'll be adding can lights everywhere in this house. This house is pretty dark, and so with all the can lights, it's going to be a total different feel here. So in here, this is going to be where they're going to put their dining table now. Again, this wall's coming out from somewhere about here over. And then we're taking this wall out too, so we can expand the kitchen over to this window. And then their dining table will go right here. So this is your very classic galley kitchen. They've lived with this kitchen for a lot of years, and it's pretty small. And so I really, like I said earlier, I really struggled with how to design this space. In fact, I had to step away from it because I just couldn't figure it out. But when I went back to it, it all just fell into place. So what we're doing, again, we're taking that wall out that we just walked through, and the kitchen, and we're going to do a cooktop here, and of course we'll make the cabinets all go to the ceiling and everything, but we're moving the dining table back over that way, and I'm making this all kitchen space. There's going to be a broom closet, cabinet, and then double ovens right here, and a microwave, and then that's all going to be counter space with upper cabinets. And it's just going to make this kitchen really super nice. Kind of an L-shaped kitchen, but again, because the stairway is right behind this range right here, and there was just nothing I could do otherwise to make the kitchen like wider or bigger without a lot of expense in moving a stairway. And stairways are so difficult to move, if not impossible. We're also remodeling redoing all the flooring. She's actually been working on picking out some stuff. This is going to be a tile floor for the bathroom, which I'll show you in a second. It's a marble. And then this is a AquaGuard laminate floor, really beautiful floor. And then this is for the tub shower surround. And then we're going to cut this in half and use this as an accent stripe in the tub shower surround. So let me show you the bathroom too. So this is your pretty typical bathroom, right? You have a vanity, toilet, and it's tub shower over here. And of course, we're going to be putting in a new valve and a new tub and new surrounding. Let me show you. This is pretty typical that tub surrounds only go up that high. And you can see the shower head's not even in the tub surround over there. What I always do, I always take the tile to the ceiling. And we always put the shower head a little taller than what they used to do back in the day. So anyway, so we're redoing this, all new tile floor, new vanity, new toilet, new tub. So we're excited to get this project started. We actually started here in a few days next week, and it'll be fun to show you the progress as we open the walls up and move stuff around. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm so excited to show you the old English house. It's all done, and it has turned out wonderfully amazing. So why don't you come in with me? Let's go take a look. I'm sure excited to show this to you because I think it turned out really awesome. So again, remember we replaced this door. It wasn't in the original bid, but I talked to the homeowner while we were doing the project and said, with everything that we're doing, we probably should replace this front door because it had been painted 40 times and it just didn't look that great. So we used the same storm door. We put it back on, but then we painted this. I love this color. This is a really cool color, kind of a little light blue, powder blue, teal color, whatever you want to call it. Looks great. Okay, so here's the family room. And doesn't this look awesome? The family room turned out really, really nice. We did have a problem when we were putting this together that we hadn't left enough space here between the two cabinets for their TV. And so we had to actually modify this space, shift everything over. We put those cabinets. We didn't have to change the cabinets or anything. So we kept these here and we just made this space wider and shifted the fireplace over about a foot. So we picked up a foot of space so that their TV would fit. And this mantle is a white oak mantle that's stained. And we did the same thing with the countertops. And then we have an outlet right here. I'm not sure what this is for, but we put an outlet up here on most of our mantles so you can put Christmas decorations and other holiday decorations up here that are lit. So that turned out really nice. So anyways, you remember, see how open this is over here? Isn't it beautiful how open this is? If you remember from the first part of the video, there was a wall that came over here and then came over here. There was a coat closet right here and then a wall right there. And so we took all of that out and look how open and beautiful this space is. So we have the kitchen. Let's show you the kitchen. This kitchen is amazing. When I was first trying to design this kitchen space, I really had a hard time with it. I had a hard time coming up with a way to make this kitchen nice because all of this kitchen used to be was this space you see right here, and that was it, and it ended right here. And I actually had to step away from it for a couple of weeks and then come back, and that's when it hit me what I needed to do because the dining area used to be right here, and so I moved the dining area over as part of the family room, and that opened this whole area up for me to do all the kitchen cabinets that we did in here. So now, instead of having a little teeny kitchen, it's a beautiful kitchen with lots of storage space and lots of counter space. We put the microwave in right here. This is a built-in microwave that went right here. And excuse me, we also have a Lazy Susan in the upper cabinet. Have you ever seen that before? That's pretty cool, huh? Instead of just having one in the lower cabinet, we also have one in the upper cabinet. And that makes it really nice. And so I think the homeowner did a wonderful job putting all the colors and everything together. This is the third time we've used this floor in a kitchen remodel. And it's an AquaGuard floor from Floor and Decor. I don't remember the name of it, but if you want to know, message us and we'll let you know. But I think the tile and the countertops and the handles and everything, it looks wonderfully nice together. And then I wanted to show you this hood right here. This is a deco hood, kind of simple, modern looking, but it looks beautiful. This is that white oak again. And then you have this beautiful counter cooktop right here. And it's an induction cooktop. The brand is Frigidaire. And then up here is a built-in fan, exhaust fan. And it's vented through the roof. And it has lots of suction to it. And it also has, I don't even know where the lights are. They're there. So it has LED lights on it. It's really fairly inexpensive for how nice it is. I think these things are about $350, $400. So anyways, now we also did the stairs, stair railings, and the hall bathroom. So we replaced the railings. Before, this was a really yucky railing that came over and ended right here because there was a coat closet right here. And it was kind of rickety, and so we replaced it. This is the design that she picked out. This is wrought iron and alder. The wood is alder. And the stain looks really good with the floor. And then in the hallway here, while we were doing her project, we were replacing all the baseboards, and we had to replace this door because it was broken. So we had to do new casing around this door. And she had that old colonial casing. And so I talked to her and I gave her a price and said, hey, why don't you let me put new casing on all these doors and headers in the Craftsman style, which is kind of what the kitchen is and everything. And so she agreed to let me do that. And so we put all new casing on the doors, and we even did the windows. I'll show you those in a second. But come check out this bathroom. See how cool this bathroom turned out. So this is a marble on the floor, and this is one of those ready-made vanities that you buy that comes with the countertop and the sink built in. And it only came with a backsplash for the back portion of the vanity, and she wanted backsplash on this left side. And so she wanted to do the same deco tile we did in the shower. See how nice this shower turned out? And so this deco tile that we did in the shower, she wanted to use it for the backsplash. So because my tile guy was busy and he was already gone, I actually did this tile work myself for her. And I think it's a nice addition. It goes well with the bathroom and the vanity. So anyways, totally redid this bathroom. We didn't really rearrange anything or change anything. We just upgraded everything. I'm going to show you the windowsill. So if you want a window that looks like it's jammed and cased, jam would be this part, and then the casing is this part. But you don't want to spend the money on that. There's a less expensive way to do it. And even though it doesn't look like it, this portion, the jam portion, is sheetrock. This is just the sheetrock that like you probably have around your window right now. So all we did was add the casing and the header and a new windowsill, and then we painted it all white so it all looks like it's jammed and cased. We kind of call it, it's a little cheesy, but we call it a poor man's cased window because you're not spending the time and the money on the jam, just the casing, and it's fairly easy to do. So we did this window, and we did this big window here in the family room as well. We did the same thing. And see how it all ties in with the header. The trim around the doors has the header on it and everything, so it all ties in really nice. So we're really grateful for the opportunity we had to do this project. And this customer is a referral from another one of our customers that we did a kitchen remodel on. And then they've also given us a referral for another customer that we're doing a patio cover for. So it seems like people are liking the work that we do. We have fun doing what we do, and we do a good job at it. Sometimes takes us a little longer. This project took longer than it was intended to, but we've also been dealing with a lot of supply and labor issues, and it's really been hard to get some things done. But we're grateful to have it done, and this customer's been really super great to work with, and we appreciate them allowing us to do this work for them. We're grateful for you for taking the time to watch this kitchen transform and to what it is now. And so thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen, please hit the like button down below. And then also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we'd love to have you subscribe and hit the little bell so that way we can notify you whenever we post a new video of a transformation of a project. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you taking the time. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this medley of some of the most amazing kitchens. If you like what you saw, hit the like button below. And then if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, we'd love to see you subscribe to us and hit the little bell so we can tell you every time we post a new video, because we're posting new videos all the time of amazing projects. Thanks again for watching. Have an amazing day.